is the one for Nasarawa State. That's the one for Nasarawa State. Yes, both of them are people that I know, and they're looking for Nigerians or people to come and invest. But we will prefer that they are Nigerians in the diaspora who have resources, who have the finances, that want to invest in agriculture, that want to do work within the solid minerals. You're talking gold, you're talking, so that end of it. But we'll be talking more towards, we'll talk maybe in session 4 was when we will do that. Okay. So today is about please mute your phones, please, so that we can do this properly. Okay. All right. What do you need to do to stay away or to avoid scammers? Because there are a lot, like I said, there are a lot of my colleagues that their integrities can be compromised. What do you need to look out for? When they come to you, what kind of questions do you want to ask? If you can't visit, do your inspection, can't you send somebody to go do the inspection? If they take you there, can you go back on your own if you do Google Pin so that you can ask questions from the locals in the area? Before you make payment, have you checked out the company? Have you checked out, without them giving you just that information, is for you to go out on your own and try and check it out and see what they are like or what they're doing. They're going to give you documents. For us, there are a couple of documents that we give. When you say you want to buy, we send you a Google form. That Google form will contain all the information about you, how many plots you want to buy, how much you want to spend, various information about next of kin, etc., your phone number, your contact details, and then we prepare something called a payment schedule. In that payment schedule, we'll say, oh, you've approached us that you want to buy land. And this land specifically is going to cost this amount. And this period of time is when you are going to pay it for. And then we give you our bank account. It's just usually comes in one sheet. When you receive that, you make the necessary payment. When you make the payment, within a 48 to 72 hour period, you will get a receipt, an official receipt from us to say, this you paid this amount for your land. And if you have to pay it instrumentally to say you paid this amount, and this is when your next payment is due. Then we will issue you the primary document. It's called the deed of assignment. Now, if you are buying just a small plot directly, 500 square meters that has its own singular paper, then you'll be asking for a C of O, etc. But for us that are buying huge quantities of land, the primary document is what is called a deed of assignment. That means that cake is divided into multi-layers, and then you own a piece of that cake. And then what we have as a document is what you call a universal C of O, universal like an R of O. All that document, Mr. Kindness will talk to you about shortly. I'm going to be here while he's discussing it. And then it takes 2 weeks for us to get back to you in terms of this documentation. Why? We could have done it for you. We could have sent it to you within a day. As a matter of fact, within 2 days, 2 working days. But we always take our documents to the High Court to notarize. So sometimes the bureaucracy of the courts, sometimes there are other people that are there. So sometimes it takes a bit of time. So we just programmed within 2 weeks, we should be able to get that done. If you are buying from the UK, we will then do a scanned copy and send to you to let you know that your document is in the office prepared. And if you want to come pick it up, you can come pick it up at any time. Now, please note, even the lands that we sold in December that we gave out and all till now, we tell everybody, you will give us till the end of the 3rd or the end of the 4th quarter for us to do some additional documentation, which, as at that time, was the regularization of our documents into the FCD. But I can tell you offhand now that we have done maybe 95% of all our documentations. The remaining should probably come out maybe within the next 1 week. Now, we are not charging, like I said, Adron Homes is doing 6 million. We are doing 1 million. So anybody that buys from us knows that you already have a 5 million naira equity on your land. If you are doing Giri and you are paying 3.5, were selling, so some of my colleagues are selling the lands for 7 million, 10 million in Giri. So you know that we're already giving you an equity. The reason why we're doing that is so that when you are in a position to sell 5, 10 years from now, you already have a good equity in it that you can use to reinvest and buy other plots. It's not just for you to sit down and eat or pay bills or say, oh, because they gave you 3 million, 2 million, inside you want to spend it. No. The essence for us is to be able to help you get out of poverty, get your family out of poverty. That's the focus for me. And the reason why I'm doing this, especially for my UK family, is because, yeah, somebody said I shouldn't be too humorous, but I will try and tone it down slightly today, Madam Bolanle. Yeah? I remember that here I worked as security years back. I remember that I worked for Docklands Light Railway years back, driving the trains. I remember that when I finished my master's, my lecturers felt I was too intelligent to end up just on the train and invited me to come and start lecturing in the university. I remember that I lectured for University of East London and University of Essex for about 10 years, talking business, strategy, operations management, etc., etc. I remember when I decided to go back home, I remember how difficult it was to resettle back in Nigeria. I remember the Mala coming to my house to come and collect my wife's gold because we needed to sell some of it to eat. I remember having money to buy petrol, to put lights up in the house in that same Nigeria. But I also remember the grace that some great men gave me, like the late Raymond Dokpesi, because I had done one work for him at some point, and he thought this young man has good integrity and he did a phenomenal job. And I approached him that, can we partner in terms of selling other people's real estate? And he sent me to his wife, Madam Tosin Dokpesi. If you know her, you can reach out and confirm. And how they put their entire radio station behind me in Abuja. I remember just selling some estates, and they were giving me 500,000 for every house that I sold for them. In some situations, I didn't even get the 500,000. In some situations, I did say in every situation. I remember a bill of about, Mr. Kindness, how much was the bill they gave to us that we had spent on promotion?
56.4 million.
56.4 million. And I didn't have 1 million to my name. I remember starting this real estate company with just 1 million naira. So if I'm giving you an equity of 3 to 4 million, everything is possible for you to start. And the funny part is, while you are doing it here, while you are doing it in Nigeria, you can also do it here. You can do it anywhere in the world that you're in. You just have to understand how the real estate works in that environment and then plug in, gradually save. And if you don't have all the money, find mutual friends, the same people that you buy Ashoebi together, the same people that you buy Ashoebi together, the same people that you go on holidays together, the same people that you go and watch Arsenal, Upgunners, sorry, Arsenal versus Man U together. Those same guys put 500 together and buy Giri or buy Ipaiko or buy somewhere else. Don't let location in terms of location alone, limit. Oh, I'm from the southwest of Nigeria. I've never been to Abuja before. You are not investing because you like Abuja. You are investing because you want to make money. That's the primary goal, to get yourself out of poverty. And if I have to invest, I was talking to somebody, was it last week? And I said, if I have to invest in Ukraine, or if I have to invest in Gaza, that I know that they will rebuild, so that I can make some additional money, both in Naira and in dollars, then I will do it, because I need to put food on my table for my children. And your Bible says, if you leave inheritance, a good man leaves inheritance for his children's children, not just children, children's children. Now, that's the reason why we're here. So at this point, I'm just going to cut out, stop talking, and hand you over to Mr. Kindness. So let me explain for a lot of people who don't know. Mr. Kindness is my right-hand man. That means I have invested in him mentally, spiritually, emotionally, for the last 3 to 4 years. And there's hardly any meeting that I go to that I don't take him. It's not because I can't go on my own, but you open doors for other people. I'm not sure if Shahida is here, who is my head of marketing. We go together to those meetings. In some situations, I push them forward. I say, you go and speak to the SA, to the minister. Go and speak to, so that they themselves can build themselves. Now, this young man, within a 3.5 year period, for me to be comfortable to let him speak on this platform, you must know that I have absolute confidence in him. His ability as a person, as a businessman, as a young businessman. Maybe he will tell you his age when he gets there. But I've also told him that he will run this company in the next 3 years. Not that I will move into something else, or maybe agriculture or something.
Mr. B,
But
5 years. 5
no,
years.
3 years. My friend, get out.
5 years.
The next 3 years. So that's my own plan. And my children will work with him and for him. My own children will work with him and for him, because he has a good head. Part of the reasons why I'm saying that is, even if you are building a business, you don't run it alone. You need a good team of very committed people. And maybe he's 33 or 34, I can't even remember. I will tell you his age when he comes on. If he can be MD, he can be senator. If he can be senator, he can be governor. Because what we do requires a lot of hours. Sometimes we're out there working 18, 20 hours a day. Most people don't see us. They call us at 10 o'clock for meetings, 10 p.m. at night, for us to go and have meetings, because the people that matter don't have meetings during the morning. They are sleeping. They were operating between the 10 p.m. and 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when they are driving to one minister's house, or driving to, because that's the only time they have to do their day jobs. They have to still do their day jobs and then go home, quickly sleep, and then come back to have conversations. So we are going out at those times to try and make it work. So please take some time. Let Kindness, Mr. Kindness is name, walk you through some of the ways that you can avoid being scammed, some of the documentations that you need, and what you need to look out for. And then I'll join you immediately he finishes, okay? Mr. Kindness, over to you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Mr. B. It's nice to be here again. Okay, so this is my favorite part of real estate, where I get to talk about documentation, where I get to talk about some of the things to look out for when you want to invest in properties, when you want to invest in real estate. It's my favorite part in the world when it comes to real estate. Okay, so quickly, I'll give you some pointers when you go and look out for, when they take you to a location that, okay, buy land there, and you might be looking at it that okay, this place is a bush. But the first thing you should always look out for is government presence. Look out for government presence in anywhere. Once they take you somewhere to say, okay, buy land there, invest in property here. The moment you can find government presence in that area, just be rest assured that that place is a good buy. That's somewhere that if you buy property there, you can never regret it. You will never have a problem buying property there. E.g., government presence, health center, school, government school, be it primary, secondary, whatever form of government school, government-owned health center, power, electricity, government water. Like those of us in Abuja and some parts of Nigeria that still use government water, the moment you see electricity and then you can find government water in an area, anywhere at all, just know that that place, government is coming there if you invest in that place. Those are some of the pointers. Once you find government presence in that area, and then you look out for some of the community, what's happening in the community. Do your own research on the community. Who are the affluent people from the community? Who are the so-called big men in the community? What is the political structure of that community? Once you find that, okay, some of these things, check. I can assure you that you will never lose money. Last week, we played the video of when we bought Pico land. It was complete. It was something a lot of people would never see to invest in. A lot of people would never go and put their money down there. A whole lot of people would never want to put their money there and say they're investing in Pico. When we first of all found Pico land, a lot of people will never put their money into it. But when we got there, we looked closely and then it was something that made a bit of a sense to us where, okay, let's take the risks. Let's go. The road was terrible, like very terrible. Okay, let me quickly share the video so we can see. Okay, please, can everybody see the video I'm seeing? Always.
Hello, Mr. Candace, are you here? Hello, Candace. Ooh.
It's been thrown off briefly.
Oh, okay. Okay, so he's showing you this is the land, one of our lands in Pico. Go on, Kindness, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I'll go on. I just wanted the video
Okay,
to play a bit.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so I just wanted to show that if you look at, there are two things we saw that made us invest in Pico and call people to also come and invest in Pico. First, we saw that the government, they were already pulling power line into the community. And secondly, there were 2 secondary schools in the community. Thirdly, they had a dedicated police station in the community. They had an check in the community. They had healthcare for the community. And we just took it upon ourselves and said, okay, you know what? Let's go. Let's put our money there. Let's see what comes out of it. And it was just in 2023. It was October 2023. The video I just played was from October 2023. And then between 2023 and 2024, the entire road in that area has been done. Government came back in, they blew up the whole place. That's why, like I said, things to look out for when you want to buy property anywhere. Once you find government presence there, be it secondary school, primary school, healthcare facility, police, power line, water, once you find that in anywhere you're about to invest in, just know that it is a good catch, it is a good buy. And in a very short that place will blow and your investment will go up by 100%, 200%. And yes, congratulations to everybody that bought both Giri and Pico. By the time we'll be sending the quarterly review, when you are getting the quarterly review, you would see how much your investment, how much your asset has appreciated over a period of a year or 2 years, depending when you start investing or depending on when you bought the land with us.
Yeah.
Okay, and secondly, let's talk documentation. There are different levels of documentation. There are different levels of titled documents when it comes to land. We have the C of O, we have the R of O, we have the governor's consent. I'll list them, then I'll explain each of them and where you can go and check the documents. C of O is the certificate of occupancy, there's the R of O, right of occupancy, there's governor's consent. For Lagos State, there's registered survey and governor's consent. There is customary C of O, there's deed of assignment, there is letter of intent, and for some people, there's allocation letter. Your C of O is the highest land document that you can ever get. And it's also the most easily forged land document in the whole of Nigeria. The most easily forged document in the whole of Nigeria. But whenever you want to buy a property that they offer you C of O, or even if it is an estate plot you want to buy, and they say that the estate has a universal C of O, please and please request for it. Request for the C of O and please check it. If it's in state level, you should go to the lands, Commissioner of Land, you go to the Surveyor General of the state and verify the land documents. Ask questions, go to the environment, ask, are these documents authentic? What is the plan for government in this area? Most land that people already own, ask, does the government have interest in this area? Because a lot of people now will say, Wike is collecting lands in Abuja. It's not as if some of those land, people who own them did not know that there was something called overriding public interest, which the government has already earmarked some of those areas that, okay, they want to do things there. They must have compensated the first owner. But because the first owner is greedy, we'll go ahead and resell and say, okay, when I resell, when they come, whoever is with the document will speak English and will fight. And that one collects the money and takes off. Ask questions. Go to the land department, go to the Commission of Lands Department. For Abuja, in Abuja, you go to the FCD, you go to the AGs, you go to Actress, and you go to the zonal coordinator's office to check the documents. Because it is important for you to ensure that starting from the C of O, which is the universal document covering any estate, every estate comes with, if it's in state level, you hear it has governor's consent, has C of O, or it has registered survey. But in Abuja now, I'll talk Abuja. Abuja either has mass housing allocation, has a C of O, an R of O, or an area council document which is recertified back into FCDA. But whichever the case, your first point of call after seeing the land should always be to go and verify the document from the government authority. Sorry, excuse me, from the government authority. Sorry, let me quickly take this question. Somebody said, are these steps restricted to Abuja only, or can it apply everywhere? Yes, these steps can apply anywhere. That the moment you find government presence anywhere, that you already know that that place is for sure going to blow up. It applies anywhere in Nigeria or anywhere in the world. The government will not put their money where they know that they don't want to develop. The moment the government starts spending taxpayers' money to develop a particular environment, you know that that place is sure going to blow up, because they will not go to somewhere they don't have plans for and invest money. It doesn't work, especially for the Nigerian government that I know. It doesn't work like that. Okay, I see Mr. Reggie also asked a question. How about extinction? Well, for this document, I cannot say much about it because it's not used a lot. It is a document that is not used a lot. It is rarely used, and for it to be used, it must have been authorized by the government. A lot of people get this from maybe the local authority and a couple, but I will say advice, check from the government. Whichever land document you get, whichever land you want to buy, wherever you are going to, check from the government of that area, starting from their local government authority to the state level, depending on where you are. And secondly, the R of O. R of O is the second most valuable document in land, where if you don't get a C of O, the government issues you an R of O.
Right
Both
of
the C of O
occupancy.
and the right of occupancy is what is the full meaning of the R of O. If both documents are issued for 99 years, do not know when the government comes to retrieve your land. Maybe it is a family land that they've had C of O for such a long period of time. When they come and retrieve, they say, no, it belongs to the government. You start arguing. It's because you failed to read that the C of O was issued to your family for 99 years. And then inside of the C of O, there's still a clause that says the government has the right to revoke it. With or without your permission, with or without your authority, the government has the overriding decision to revoke your R of O or your C of O. And then moving down to everybody that invests in estate plots, which is the, how do I put it now? Which is what's happening right now, where a lot of people own massive plot, or developers, they want to sell you estate plots. Please, while you are buying estate plots, first thing you should ask any developer is, what is the permit for the estates? Where are the approvals for the estate? Where are the government approvals for the estates? Once you've checked their documentation, their C of O, their R of O, or their governor's consent, and it works and it is going on well, please go ahead and ask for their approvals, from the building approvals to what are the other documents? To their survey, to their engineering documents, approvals, their land documents. You need to, because a lot of people are falling into the trap where you go, you buy, and then some people have even started building, or some people have finished building, and then the government comes and says, these people don't have approvals to build. These people do not have the right documents to even sell. And then you hear, oh, the government has come to destroy property. I'll give you a clear example. We went with the MD of Federal Housing Authority to Festa last year, sometime last year. He went and confronted the father of Amo and also some of the residents who bought Federal Housing Authority's land from the chiefs. And the MD didn't hide his mouth. He said, yourself that bought land, FHA land from Bale, and the Bale, you are both thieves. That I'm a Yoruba man. The Bale is my father as a Yoruba man that I am, but you are both thieves. The Bale that sold and you that bought, you are both thieves. That the natural thing to do is to come and demolish whatever you built and claim my land. But no, I will give you amnesty. Come and pay within a 3-month period. Come and pay for the land you've stolen. Meaning you're having to pay twice. Where you've paid to the community people, and then you're having to pay back to the government.
And the people were quite happy. I remember the business
yes, they were.
community, instead of breaking their shops and how.
That is some other things that needs to be done. And when a developer gives you an offer letter, please, before you make payments, ask about the track record of the company. Make your findings. Find out if this developer is known to offer genuine properties. If the property the person has been selling over the period of time is one that people are saying, oh yeah, I bought, I built. They've done this estate, they've done this estate, or they've done this project, they've done this project. They sold land there and there were no issues. They sold land there were no issues. Or it's the one that once they finish selling, they will close shop and run away. They say they've given you a location letter. They've given you your documents. Go and fight with community or Monile and do settlement. I hear a lot of that where developers sell plots to people and then the subscribers are the ones having to go and do compensation, going to settle Monile and settle whatever. Something that finish, you hand over documents to your subscribers. You're allowing your subscriber to go and fight the community to take possession of land that you are supposed to have naturally taken possession of. Please ask question. Have you done compensation? Have you compensated the community, the host community that this estate is in? Which is why a lot of people that invest in Lagos end up saying, hey, I paid for land, or Monile collected my land and sold it. The question should have been, did the developer that you bought the land from, did the developer do the compensation? Did the developer pay the community? Did the developer do what he's supposed to do to ensure that you are able to take possession of your property without having to battle the community? You have no reason having to go and fight community, fight Omonile, and do all those wahala when it is something the developer would have. We ensure you are coming to take possession of your land. The community, they have no business with you. If they have any issue, they refer back to us, the developer, because we are the ones that own the vast majority of the land. You only own a fraction of it. So that gives you the freedom. It gives you the rest of mind where you are not thinking, because we usually would have a lot of that question where people are asking, what if I buy my land and keep as investment? Are you sure people won't come and grab it, land grabbers? No. It's not supposed to be like that if the developer you are buying from has done their own duty before selling you the property. And also, while you are buying properties, please also look out for clauses inside your allocation letter and also inside your deed of assignment. A lot of developers hide behind the clause where they say, if you don't develop within this number of years, they will sell plot over to somebody else and reallocate your plot to another plot to you. Please, that's something you should be able to read and be able to have a conversation with any developer you are buying property with or from. So if you are following me, aside from what to look out for when you are buying a property to ensure your investment is not something you are investing and you have to wait for 20 years, 30 years or forever before development reaches that place. Where I spoke about what to look out for, government presence and the rest. I moved over to documentation, C of O, R of O, and now I'm talking about what to look out for when you are buying an estate plot. Read the clause. A lot of people don't read the documents issued to them by developers or when you are buying a property. And even if you are buying a sole document where they say this property is a 500 square meter, is 1,000 square meter, and has its own C of O, please ask questions. Whoever is selling you the document or the property should also be there while you are doing settlement with the community, while you are compensating Omonile, while you are compensating whoever compensation is going to, and ask the person the right question. Have you paid ground rents to the government? Does the government have interest in this land? Those are some of the questions, some of the things that ensure your investment doesn't go away. If you are unable to ask some of these little questions, what title is the document? People reach out to me, oh, someone wants to sell me a property, and I ask, okay, what title is on the land? And then they say, I'll get back to you. Okay, they go, they come back. Okay, is it a low density or high density environment? They go and come back. They say, the person said it is. You go and you come back. Okay, so what is the government presence in that area? Does the area require? Has the compensation been done on the land? I see them, they keep going and they coming back. You should be able to know some of these questions. You should be able to have an idea of, your first question is, what is the title document on the land? What is the building approval in that area? What are the designs? What are the concepts that can go in this area? Is it a commercial plot? Yes, that's something else that I'll get to. Is it a commercial plot or a residential plot? You don't build residential in the commercial area and then the government comes after you and then you say, no, the government is not supporting their people. You don't build commercial in the residential and then when they come and shut down the business and you cry foul that the government did not, just because you didn't do your own part of it. Understanding every detail of every
don't tell them everything now. You want to tell them everything, finish. Oh, yeah, fine, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Sir. All right, sir.
Oh, yeah, you have 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay, so yes, sir. And then okay, thought process, come back. Okay, and then finally, after you've confirmed all your land documents, and be sure that after they've taken you to see the land, if it's something that you want to buy outside of your comfort area, send somebody to go with a surveyor and double check the location of your land. If you are not 100% about the the company. Let a surveyor get the survey of the place, get the government issue survey. Or when you go to the government authority, maybe the lands office, FCDA, AGs, or wherever you go and you get the data for the place, pay and do legal search. When you've done your legal search, get the data for the place, send your own surveyor to go there to be sure that it's the same thing you are saying, that telling you is Paiko when the land is in Dobi Kaida or is even in Zuba. Or they are not telling you the land is in, like the one in Lagos, they say it's Lekki Ibeju, when it's actually Ijebu Ode that they are selling as Lekki Ibeju. But everybody is saying Lekki Ibeju, Lekki Ibeju, because it's in Ijebu Ode, they're already buying Ijebu Ode. Very soon we'll get to Ijebu Igbo and Ijebu Moshi. I'm moving down before we know we're in Akure. So let me quickly take these two questions and then what if someone has a document that is area council like Kuje? Yes, there's nothing wrong with your area council document. Like I said, if you have an area council document, take it, go to area 11, the zonal manager's office. Mr. Philemon is his name. Go to Mr. Philemon's office and then check. Go there, check. If they will do a legal check for you and they will confirm your Kuje area council document that it is valid and it is in the system. Once it's in the system, you can ask for his advice. He will tell you what other procedures to go through, or you can reach out to me or my MD or any of us in my Abuja. Adia Shaida, welcome. Nasiru, welcome. You can reach out to any of our team members, and then they will gladly assist you or come to our office, and then we'll help you go around it. What if Madam Veronica is asking, what if I have a piece of land in Abuja, can you help develop? Yes, ma'am. We don't only sell properties, we do construction also, and we do partnership depending on the location of the land, the size, and how prime it is. So thank you, Mr. B. Thank you so much. If I missed anything, Aja Shaida, Head of Marketing, help me in case I miss anything. Okay, Mr. Reggie. Mr. Reggie is asking if the setup, do you know the setup in Lagos and Ogun State? Yes, for Lagos, they have their, Lagos is usually C of O. From either C of O, you have a registered survey or governor's consent for land. And then on rare occasions, you have the ones they buy from community. But whenever you buy land from community, you still need to go back to the state lands office to get it registered, and then get the surveyor from the surveyor general's office to go back and beacon the land so they can register it into their database also. And then, sorry, sir, last one, Mr. Okay. If I bought a land in Abuja, some people have already built on it. How can I claim it back legally? If you have all your documents, we can have a conversation after this. The first place you should go to is go to development control. If you are sure all the documents are right and you are either the first allotee or you bought from the first allotee or even the second allotee, and you have all your power of attorneys, transfer documents, and all your legal papers, please go to development control. Development control, file your case there. They will go with you to the land. They will serve the person, and truly, if you win the case and the land is yours and it's not something you bought wrongly or the person bought wrongly, it's that you settle with the person and he pays you off. But if you do not want, the person will either move and you pay for the structure, or development control takes over the case and they will demolish the person's property and hand your land over to you. All right, Mr. B, over to you, sir.
Finally. You won't tell everybody everything. First of all, Tom, the essence of Kuje, yeah, he mentioned the name of somebody. Under data protection, sometimes too, we have to be careful. So if you have any need to execute your Kuje land or anything, please, Mr. Kindness, put your number there now. Put your number there so that anybody can reach you if they can't reach me. Because trust me, I'm still running around in the UK here, and it's not easy. I'm with Mr. Ebenezer Oke, one of our clients. I'm actually at his home. He's bought Chinese, bought for me today, overfed me. all in the point of meeting. So you can see I'm really suffering here. Shahida, well done. Yes? Okay. So on a serious note, I don't need to add anything because I was particular. I wanted to listen to this entire conversation. Even from what he has told you, you know what you need to do. And what he has said applies to not just Nigeria. There must be, in the UK, they will have their own process and lands offices and process for building and all that you have to follow in trying to find the right kind of mortgage, the right lawyer to help you see your stuff through so that you don't pay more than what you are supposed to pay, etc., etc. So there's a lot to learn. I want to leave this open for the next maybe 5 or 10 minutes. Please, if you have questions, I would rather that you type it. Or if you, I think the typing will be better so that everybody will be able to refer to it. So if you have additional questions, let's just use the next couple of minutes to iron out on questions. If you want to share on, there's no need to share bad news because I would have said if you've gone through bad experience, who are scamming and all to mention it. But look, let's look forward. Let's not look back. So if there are any questions that you feel that you need to ask or that you want to ask, please feel free, type it in the chat. Let's handle it as quickly as possible so that we can close for today. Now, please be sending in the questions. I'll answer. Just keep sending the questions. I want to use this opportunity to thank those of you who have logged in today because I think quite a number of people, at least 70% of people here were here for session 1. So I am really happy. Yeah, I'm really happy that you guys came through. Yes. Secondly, we've done 2 sessions, and I'm sure the 2 sessions have been invaluable to some of the people here. Last week, we said, please bring some people with you. Don't enjoy it alone. Share with others. Share with others. Let them also be in a position where they can get themselves out of poverty and do for themselves. It doesn't take much. 5 of your friends, 10 of your friends, any group that you want to share the link. The Zoom link would always be the same. For those of you who haven't registered, you will not be able to get the link to the video to watch it again if you haven't registered. Okay? If you register, we'll be able to get your phone number, send you via WhatsApp this information, at least our own information, as much as we can. Okay, so I think Mr. Kindness is already answering some of the questions. What is the length and width of 500 square meters? That's in Pico. That's 50 by 100. That you can build a duplex on and still park 4 cars if you manage it properly. That's that's 500 square meters. The 250 square meters is 50 by 50. No, it's not even 250. We're doing 350 by 60. Because yes, we could have done 250, but we kind of thought it would give you an additional bit of space. So we're doing 300 square meters. That's for the Giri one. But for the Pico one is 250 and 500, while the Giri one is 300 and 500. What are the people who were not part of the first program? Can we have a summary of the first version? Mr. Kindness, somebody's asking, how can I register? Please put in the Google form again. I think you've posted it before, but please post it again.
Okay, so for the first program,
yes.
For the first session, it's on. We have the video on YouTube. You can check my Abuja home on YouTube, my YouTube channel. You'll find the first program there.
So
we have uploaded it on YouTube.
Can we copy the link now and post it as well?
Okay, I will try and get it.
Okay.
I've posted the Google form. I'll get the link also.
Please. If you are here and you haven't registered, you will not be able to get the content that I'm able to send to you for you to be able to see what we are doing or who we are. If you can, please fill out that Google form. It will pick up some information and we can send. Then we are most likely going to also create a WhatsApp group because we intend to do something even bigger with regards to this diaspora session. Myself, Kindness, and Mrs. Madam Elizabeth, who is also on the platform, have been talking about. Madam Elizabeth, are you here?
Hello, sir. Yes, I am.
All right. Do you want to share on the big thing that we want to do?
So the aim of the thing is for us to have a session or a workshop where it's a bit longer than this, or maybe several days, to deep dive into investment. Not just talk about property, but why we should be investing in Nigeria and the opportunity that it presents, but for the, younger generation, especially those who are the next generation of Nigerians in diaspora, and those that were before us. So we'll be bringing some people from Nigeria, especially Mr. B can talk more about those people that we'll be bringing on board. They can talk to us more from, especially those that are building Nigeria, from their perspective, why we should be investing in Nigeria. So I would say I'm the next generation, the Nigerian diaspora. My dad came to Nigeria, to UK, and I came as a young person. So I'm still trying to understand Nigeria and why we should be investing. So that's the aim of that, is to expand more on why Nigerians in diaspora should be investing in Nigeria. So yeah.
You guys look out for it. I'm sure by the time we finish session 4, I'm going to hopefully bring some guests in session 4. Like I mentioned, people from, top people, Kaduna State. Thank you, Buki. Sorry, you mentioned that. Top people, Kaduna State government, Nasarawa State government. When I get back, I understand I have a meeting with Yobe State governor, but I may not be able to bring his people on until late. The guys in Zamfara also want to do business. Well, it's funny that it's the people in the middle belt and the up north that are really opening their arms towards us. The Southwest just seems to be docile in a way. I'm from Ondo State. I'm not seeing much happening. I don't know if much is happening. I would like for a lot to be happening. Ogun State governor is doing phenomenally well. I believe are trying their best. So, like I said, it's not only Abuja, it's across Nigeria and it's across the world. Since are there people here that will like to learn, team up on UK property investment? So here we go. In this particular case now, Mr. Reggie is a very is a great man with good integrity, and he's talking about people that may want to come together, put finances together and invest in Nigeria. Now you know you are running a business, not that you're just buying for yourself or buying for your family. Sometimes your money may not be enough to do what you want, but if you are able to pull particular individuals together, you may be able to get quite a bit done. So we'll look towards that once we start creating the WhatsApp group for you. So like I said, if you do not register, I cannot have your number. We cannot add you inside that WhatsApp group so that we can begin to push this a little bit further, okay? Yeah, I think this pretty much ends our conversation today. Mr. Kindness has posted the link for session 1, the YouTube link, so you'll be able to hear some of the stuff that I've done, and then I'm sure we'll edit this one for session 2 as well. And then hopefully, maybe in session 3 now, we'll probably invite a couple of our customers who have bought from us to share how the process was. Some of them you find they went behind to do their own checks as well, etc., etc. So we'll probably be able to get quite a bit. But trust me, next week is going to be packed again. I have some like juicy. Oh, sorry. I don't know. I forgot to switch on the video. there are quite a number of juicy information that I would like to pass across. So same time next week, please invite some of your guys to come through. You can see I'm not overselling. This is not about just the land. Notwithstanding, if you haven't bought, the promo will soon end. As a matter of fact, the promo has ended on the 31st. I can extend the promo for you till maybe another week. Let's say by the 14th, we'll close it out. If you haven't bought, go and buy. It is important that you start now. You have had time to rest. You have had, and people, imagine what you could have done with this information 5 years ago, 10 years ago. So please, don't look down. If you look at your kids, if you look at, all of us are not going to be here forever. And some of these investments may even help them in our presence or even after we are gone. So please don't forget. So on behalf of myself, on behalf of the entire team and Mr. Ebenezer, who is here, I just want to say thank you again for showing up this evening. I hope you learned something. So if you did learn something valuable, please do a thumbs up in the chat. Let me see before I go. If you feel that this was, what do you call it? Impactful or engaging, or you learned something from it, thank you for all the thumbs I'm seeing. I definitely really appreciate you guys for turning up. So, yeah, wow. Thank you guys. Thank you. So names today, Madam Shaida is here. We tried speaking to her. She didn't pick up. Shaida, if you're here, pick up the phone. Say hello. Pastor Austin Elega is in the building. Good evening, sir. Madam Yetunde, Alakunle, Balanle Onoche, see you. Mr. Ritayo Adu, Mr. Folashade Akitunde, Samuel, Buchi, I think that's my babe, she's just joining me. Ade Damola, Ade Onojobi, thank you for coming. I don't know this BO, but there's a BO here. Pamela Yomi, okay. Mr. Philemon, yes, great man, also is joining. So yes, my prince, Duro Guton.
Yes, sir. Mr. Philemon was asking some questions. Like we skipped this question. Let me go back. I was asking what's the plan to
Mrs.
expand to
Annie,
Lagos.
oh wow. Okay, yeah, go ask the question. Mrs. Annie, thank you so very much for being here. Thank you. Now, Madam told you. Oh wow. Makinta. That's Ali from Sound City. Oh wow. Thanks for coming through, bro. Okay. Mr. Kindness, you wanted to answer a question.
Yes, it was asking what's the plan to expand to Lagos and the state that is ready to be an ambassador and a partner.
Yes, expanding to Lagos State. You know, the essence was we wanted to start small and we didn't want to overstretch ourselves too much, which is why we came up with the name My Abuja Home. So yes, we have My Kaduna Home. We still have, there's a different name we've registered for a different home that would then be national and universal. But the more of people like yourselves who we can partner with in that environment, the better. Because we're really a small team of people, but God has used this small team to do great stuff. So yeah, Mr. Philemon, we're coming to Lagos. You know, amen. People, Lagos needs people of integrity. I beg. Yes, I agree, Mr. Reggie. But you know, I tell a lot of people, please, if you weren't considering moving to Abuja before, or considering doing business in Abuja before, try and move in. There are less smarter people than Lagos. Lagos is very complex. So the little you have will do a lot in that environment, and you'll be surprised how quickly you grow. And if you haven't visited Abuja before, please come through. You'll be amazed on what you see on ground. I can guarantee you, bring your kids, bring your, Abuja is secure. There's no problems whatsoever. If you need a hotel, I can recommend a couple for you. If you need Any additional information, just let Mr. Kindness or myself know, anybody in my team, and we'll try and see what we can do for you. So let me stop talking and just leave it until next week, okay? So yes, finally, thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Mr. Kindness, is there any other thing?
No, sir. Well, good, sir.
Okay, so use the next 2 minutes. Show them the flyers again for the land for the 2 options of land you have, and then close it. Okay. Maybe I can go now. Yes. Talk through it, or talk through it like you did before at the beginning, but not more than 3
All right,
minutes.
so
Yes. So this is our 2-bedroom
Well done, sir.
bungalow.
all right.
Mr. Agbade,
You're fine.
go on.
How are you? I don't know.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I enjoyed the meeting very well. So get in touch.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Kindness, go.
So this is our latest promo we're currently running. It's called the Inner City promo, and the land is in Giri. The 300 is a 50 by 60, and the 500 square meter, which is 50 by 100. This is the best offer you can get right now in Abuja. Currently, the best offer. I can say this with my full chest. You can do your research. You can check Giri, opposite the University of Abuja staff quarters, that is just by the police housing estate, and check properties along that line and see how much they sell. Nothing comes close to the price we are giving this land out for. And like I will always tell my MD, you are too nice, sir. You are too nice. Me, I like money. Me, I'm a money person. I like money. So we should do small and make plenty money. But he likes to do, let's do 80%, 100% discount and bless people's life, which is good. But at the same time, people don't value some of the things, some of these because they keep saying it's too good to be true. It's too good to be true. When the prices go up, everybody comes and says, hey, yes, we like it like this. But when it's going for almost no cost, a lot of people don't value it. It's a 300 square meter land, which is a 30 by 60, going for 2.8 million outright payment. There's a 3-month, 6-month, and a 12-month payment plan on request. A 12-month payment plan is available on request for only a few people, but there's a 3-month and a 6-month payment plan, and also the 500 square meter for 3.5, which has a 3-month and a 6-month payment plan also with it. This is 3 minutes from the University of Abuja main campus permanent site, 10 minutes from the Abuja International Airport, that's Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, about 15 minutes from immigration, Sauka, Nigeria Immigration headquarters, from the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense headquarters, is about 12 minutes from Nigeria Correctional Facility, Abuja, Koje. So it is very well secured, and 3 minutes, 5 minutes from the Army Ranch Corps, from the Army Engineering Corps, and the rest. So this is prime. This is prime land. I don't want to oversell, because the property by itself is a prime location, and it is not a very big estate. So our advice to key in is just about 9 hectares, and I'm sure as I speak, 4 or 5 hectares of it is gone already. So if you are interested, please reach out to us and grab yours also. And we also have the one last phase we are selling in Paiko. The last phase we are currently selling in Paiko, which is almost our Paiko phase 4, which we are currently selling for ₦1 million. It's currently going for ₦1 million and 500,000 respectfully. Sorry. It's a 250 and a 500 square meter land. The 250 square meter is for 2-bedroom bungalow, and the 500 square meter is for a 3-bedroom bungalow with a penthouse. The 250 square meter can also go for a 2-bedroom bungalow with a penthouse. So these are the two land offers we have. Please reach out to us, recommend us, refer us to your friends, refer us to your family. Please, please, and please again, fill the Google form so we can send you both our profile, some of the materials we have, and some of the books we feel can help you in your real estate journey. So we're able to share some of these materials to you. Please to fill the Google form. So we'll have your details, we'll have your contacts to share materials with you. So this doesn't just end with the 4 sessions of this Zoom meet, so that we can extend it further and build even a better relationship. Thank you everybody for your time. Thank you for coming around. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Mr. B?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're good. Thank you, everybody. See you next
All right, thank you,
week,
everybody.
Thursday.
Next week, same
Thank you so
time,
much.
please share the links with people. Let them register to attend, okay?
Next
God
time.
bless
Okay,
everyone.
thank you. All right.
Thank you.